All right. So,
Is that background music playing?
the background music is playing.
Is it too loud?
It's playing in the background, and I can't hear my voice.
Oh, it's still catching it.
Oh, it's a lag. So,
Yeah, hell yeah. Sounds mostly pretty good. Okay. Background music's playing. Okay, I'll switch it back to the standard.
watch. Oh, we live?
Yeah. Catch up in a sec. Let me turn my audio up. I don't see my. Oh, now I'm kind of upset. I think it's working, but I'm gonna do another quick sound check. So I've got everything going, but one of my layers is. Wait, you can't hear the.
No, you can hear it. Checking 1 2 1 2 check.
No, the other layer I have going.
get a live chat?
Okay. Yeah, I got it going now. I had to turn it up like I think more for some reason.
Right.
Yes. There it is. Okay. Da-da-da-da. We'll edit this shit in 100 years. In the meantime, it's terrific. We used to be such pros.
I mean, kind of. We did it a lot more.
Yeah, that's true. Now we're just like, yeah, well, you know, we'll start eventually.
About to put my pillow right here so I get my microphone. Alright, cool. Oh, fuck. Alright, therapy with Jenny.
What up? I got my It Girl outfit on. Check it out, dog. Because I'm at that point in, like, where my hormones are kicking in, where I have to start making the decision of, do I hide the tits, or do I embrace the fact that they're here now? And, like, do I do titty-friendly outfits, or do I tuck it back and be like, no, I'm just a fella with a big chest? And I think I need to just be...
I mean, I almost think, like, both are required sometimes. Like,
Yeah.
a sports bra might be required just in, like, certain areas if you want to go travel, because you have to worry about that nowadays.
Well, yeah, like when we go to Arkansas later, that may be a thing where we're like...
Yeah, we go down south, we have to hide Jenny, which is a great thing that we do.
I'm only 6 foot tall, so it's not like it's hard. They're like, what's that fella's problem? I'm like, she's nice if you get to know her.
I'm only 5'7", so it's alright.
Though I do already have Lila down there as my emissary. She's like my herald, if I were Galactus. She's down there cutting the path for me.
She has to deal with Matt, so...
So, yeah.
I can see why she's so strong.
She'll put up, yeah, she'll have all those motherfuckers. I'll get there, there'll be banners and stuff. There won't, but, like, it won't be... It also won't be like the 80s.
No, it won't.
Like, yeah, that's where Jenny died.
I mean,
like, oh, man.
Most of them brace up, and then as soon as you, like, brace up with them,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, fuck. Like, I didn't know you were going to do that.
Well, because there's also the thing, too, for so many folks
What are
where...
you talking about?
They're like, well, what does that mean about my thing? You're like, it doesn't mean anything. And they're like, I'm feeling weird about my stuff now. And you're like, shut up. You're fine. With your weird wiener problems.
My uncle touched me, too.
Yeah. Holy shit. That's a whole new... that should not be a party game. Like, never have I ever been molested. Because, like, no hands are not going to go up on that one. Unless people are lying to you, apparently. Because everyone you walk into, you're like, why aren't we just cutting people's hands off? Why are we putting up with this just touchy, not even feely, just touchy?
I have not been molested, but I've gotten close to it.
I think I'd almost count that
dude
one. Yeah, Captain Fingers.
Twice.
It wasn't even the same dude. Was it the same dude? Am I thinking of the same fella?
Oh, no,
That captain who went for the inspection?
So it was him and then someone in the Marine Corps,
Like,
too.
Meep, you're about a quart low.
No, he actually, like, he was talking to me about being gay one night while we were just drinking.
Yeah.
And then...
He's like, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, no,
You're like, all right.
I mean, I was just being friendly and, like...
Dude, that is some unfortunateness. Like, is that a word, unfortunateness? But that is a thing that pops up, too, where... and this happens in straight relationships as well. But, like, it kind of happens in, like, these queer relationships, too, where, like, you feel comfortable with a person, and you're like, oh my god, thank God you're one of us. Let's fuck. And you're like, no, I'm just cool.
It was like,
You're like, I'm just not gonna kill you.
I was like, okay, like, I accept you, like, we're good. But he was up in my room.
Yeah.
And
Well,
the door was already shut. And I
not
was
to talk like a fella, but
fuck me. How did you end up in this?
What were you wearing?
This shit right here.
That's how I can tell I'm a woman and not gay, because I'm like, I wouldn't do anything with that. Where there's gay dudes who are like, yeah, you got any more shorts like that? Dude, there are some gay dudes who are full, like, okay, there's the like, nah, but there are dudes who are like, it's for sure two dudes having sex. Where you're like, whoa.
Yeah, no, like, who's the big guy? The wrestler.
Which one, The Rock?
No, the other one.
The Undertaker.
The white guy who's in like every fucking movie now.
Hulk Hogan?
No.
Oh, John Cena.
John Cena.
That handsome bastard.
Yeah, no, that's what it looks like when it's like two big guys battling it out.
Yeah, you're like, and they're gonna do what next? No. Hang on. All right.
I know.
I'm intrigued.
I just turn around and headbutt them.
They wake up. They're like, "That was awesome."
What happened? What happened?
Yeah, dude. There's definitely like people who became gladiators to date. They're like, I get to fight dudes and fuck them. You're like, all right. I don't know that we're selling this correctly.
It's not the way we were selling it.
Like, you might die, and they're like,
We were talking about fighting for people, not fucking people. It's two different words.
They're like, okay, but this is ancient Rome. I could die tomorrow. I could get hit by a cart. I could get food poisoning at the stall. Just let me fucking fight a fucking guy.
They're all like that. They're like, I could die tomorrow, so I'm just gonna fuck anything. Alright, let's not get too distracted here.
It is funny where we're at, where we're like, we've been so reckless that it's crazy, but we're also like PTSD shook. So we're like, baby, careful, baby. No, careful. But like, we've also jumped out of things you're not supposed to, and jumped onto things you're not supposed to, and into things you're not supposed to, and this is lots of jumping.
I mean, I do tell everyone to like calm down when like they're getting all hyped up.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we're fighting inanimate objects for honor battles and shit.
I don't want them to fight the same fight. I have controls, so it's different.
Yeah.
When they fight, they don't have controls. Like, they just fight. It's like raw fighting.
And there's something, too, about, like, the purity of youthful desire, because it is platonic in a way that, like, let me turn those into, like, normal words. Like, the thing they're desiring is so devoid of experience, and it is so built in naivety that it is almost pure an idea. Like, it is the dream that they're like literally engaged in and fighting in, and then like we get fucking tickled out by like the actual thing the dream turns out to be,
right?
And we're like, oh fuck, it's real pokey over here.
The dreams turn out to be, and then you're like, oh, I didn't want that to actually fucking happen.
Yeah, dude. My dad always used to throw this line at me, because, you know, but it was the George Patton line about how, like, it's not your job to die for your country, it's your job to make the other motherfucker die for his. And I was like, that's adorable, Dad. However, could you tell the other guys?
They didn't care. That was the problem. It's like, we weaponized and we went out there.
Yeah.
But everyone else is like, oh yeah, I don't recognize that. Like,
right.
That's not real. this is fake.
I think I would have seen that on like Bones or maybe CSI.
Yeah, my Facebook profile hasn't hit on the Iraq War in at least like 20 fucking years. I'm like, yeah, that's exactly right. It's exactly right.
Dude, there's people. I was watching one of my friends, Victoria, cute Mexican Victoria. There's Hungarian Victoria and Mexican Victoria. It's not me being racist. It's just categorical, and Mexican Victoria is proud of it. But Mexican Victoria sent me this thing where she's like, these Gen Z kids, if they had to fight World War III, and like it was adorable, but I didn't want to send back like, babe, they are. Like, let's not shit talk the kids because they're conducting WW4. So like,
yeah,
we've got babies over there.
It's just different war now.
Yeah.
Everyone doesn't realize like we did the
bookers.
you know, some would have like conventional warfare and like unconventional warfare where it was a mix, but the kids these days have to just fight unconventional warfare. They just
and it's crazy.
Everyone's fucking hiding.
I was watching a video of footage from Ukraine yesterday, and what these kids are doing with the first person, the like FPV drones, is fucking wild.
Yeah.
I saw this dude, he flew his little drone inside of a building, scouted the building, determined and identified positively that it was an enemy drone unit, landed the thing, and then goodbye. And like they have like it just hello, hi. And then they were putting those nets on things like, they're going to get caught in the net. And they're like, we'll just get these new cameras now, and we fly under the net, and now go fuck yourself. And they're like, why? And then I saw one where they did the thing I was suggesting, where you have it loiter and stick to a person. And it stuck to a guy's back, and it fucking... He had his buddy shoot him in the head. Because they were, like, in the middle of evacing, and he's like, I'm not going to make it. And I saw, like, the video's insane. He points at his own dome, and his buddy's like, woohoo, clips him and rolls. And, like, that's what that drone shit did. Some kid, ages away, sitting in a fucking shack, master snipered that shit. Caused another enemy force to shoot their own person. How many AAA batteries did that cost them?
Probably not much.
Oh.
It's cheaper technology than a human.
These poor babies don't know. That's the madness of these dorks who are like, we're going to do a civil war. Like, no, you're not. You're not. You might think you are, and then you're going to get your rifles and your guns, and you're going to go stand in the street.
It's going to be all drones and
then we're going to do
weapons,
facial detection, and we're going to know who the fuck you are for the rest of history, and then have you followed by little tiny drones for the rest of your existence. And when you're just clear enough away that the blast radius won't kill some other motherfucker, then you die. So either you surround yourself with people to always just have a human shield, or you always look afraid into the sky knowing we're going to get you. We're going to get you. Like, don't pretend you can hide anymore, kids. Like, you're got.
We will find you. I know that. It's definitely not one of those scenarios when, like, you walk up and you like, see the person, and you're like, oh, the target's right there.
No.
We don't do that anymore.
The days of honorable combat are really... honorable combat has always been sort of a horseshit misnomer, too. But, like, the idea of professional, like, all right, let's do this, get it over with kind of combat. World War I was kind of... So, not even then. Like, Crimea was the crumbling of that. And then by World War I, it was kind of gone. Because now we're just fucking blowing up whole cities. Like, that kind of tactic existed previous. But, like, the idea of, like, that's all we do now really kind of developed in that era.
Yeah, I don't know why Russia did that whole tactic. And Israel. Stupid as fuck.
Dude, it's insanity. But it's just because both parties think they could get away with it. And they're like, oh, we'll just use our disinformation channels to, like, you know, get shit going. It's wonderful.
300,000 people Russia laid down.
Mm-hmm. And then how many got mowed down in Gaza? Like, that one still is baffling.
13,000.
Jeez, like, the ratio on that is fascinating. That, well, and what is truthful, like a true statement that can be made from all this too, is that it is not the Israeli people even per se. Like, there are for sure a fuck ton over there, just like we have our guys.
One dude sitting in a fucking tower.
And they've had issues with that party for a long time. The current defense minister was a guy they were having issues with too, where there's rumors of him being a fucking asshole in prior to, and so there's been a lot of disruption with the intent of getting this kind of process going, and they've been looking for excuses really to, like, okay, now we can do this, almost like when Texas formed itself and conquered itself out of Mexico. It sort of was like, oh shit, now's the time, fellas, and like just jumped on it. Which all of those are gross understatements from a historical concept, but like,
no,
we're being gross.
They did do that.
Yeah, there's most assuredly nuance in parties and perspectives, and you betcha. But for the purpose of what we're hollering about, that's the short story on them.
And one thing that's been bothering me a ton lately is everyone thinks they're against one another. I'm like, you're not against that person. That person is one of you.
Yeah.
They're right there alongside of you.
If anything, you're being tricked into, and this is where the myth of nationalism starts to fucking do its thing in the 30s, is you're being tricked into this idea of thinking that, you know, having a different kind of passport makes you a different kind of person. But like, if you really want to hate somebody from a foreign country, just do their boss, and like, I'll be okay with that. Like, if you want to hate the Japanese, just hate their prime minister. Don't hate him. Don't fucking get yourself in trouble. But like, I'll be okay with you there, because that's a more reasonable statement. Yeah. Or if you're like, oh, those 8 or 9 Japanese motherfuckers who are super racist towards you, you're like, all right, well,
yeah, the 8 or 9
pot calling kettle.
The 8 or 9 are gonna determine the whole fucking race.
Yep. Yeah, at least on YouTube, that's you know, YouTube, Instagram, and that's where so many folks are getting it too. Is like, you're only gonna get what is shown, and what is shown is what is. So, and it's not so much that things are even hidden, it's just that other things are not going to be brought to the forefront, which is the same as being hidden after a while.
Yeah. I see this issue with my sister and what she's going through right now.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking gross.
And that's that, like, that sort of the deep West Side culture of the boys will be boys, and the deep North and deep everywhere. Like, that's just...
Boys will be boys. You know, I don't even take that statement seriously anymore. Cause
no.
I'm like, and what the fuck do you mean by that?
Well, and my mom talked to me about that a bit, too, because her and I have been having some difficult conversations, but some good ones about, you know, because, yeah, you get to a certain age and you go, oh, fuck, my parents fucked me up. But, like, I had a head start. I watched Oprah as a kid. I knew that was coming. So, like, I'm cool with it. And, like, now I talk to my parents about it, and I talk to them about how their parents probably fucked them up. But, you know, like, we see this line, and we see it. And so, like, it's difficult at times, but all of us participate in it because, like, that's our duty and responsibility as the ones being handed this fucking problem. Like, either you solve it or you, I don't know, fuck off.
To the next one. Like,
yeah.
What our parents did.
Or tried to.
They were like, yeah, you guys can deal with that. It's
yeah.
fine. Like, get out there and go.
They're like, we're retired now. I'm like, the fuck you are. Like, you're going to work the hardest you ever did. But in such a lovely way. Because I don't think they knew... like, that's the thing, too, is we are pissing people off. Our language is insanity for people who are not used to it. Like, we speak how we spoke in the service, And like in the YouTube era, holy smokes, these kids all speak like puritanical morons because of the like censor algorithms or robot wars or I don't know. But like,
I think they just forgot that you could do it.
yeah,
Uh,
they forgot that freedom is like not always attractive. Like being free is not always going to be attractive to other people. Like
Yeah,
being a
same.
free thing is.
saying the thing that needs to be said doesn't have to be the wrong thing sometimes. It doesn't have to be a sin or a fucking like cancer culture bullshit.
Yeah, well,
Where, oh, I said the wrong thing. Sorry. Now I gotta get canceled.
and that one is such a wild one too, because like I would have been more supportive of the elements of it if it was done with any kind of like tact. Like when it's done like in a court, I'm like word, or if it's done and there's a process. But like I've been
Who was
ostracized.
the dude who died in jail?
A whole bunch of people.
The
Aaron Kelly?
Epstein.
Oh, Epstein. Who's Aaron Kelly? I don't know. I was thinking Aaron Rodgers. Did he die in jail?
No. Aaron Rodgers is in the NFL.
Oh. Sorry, Aaron.
So, Epstein was one of those ones where, like, you need to speak out about him,
Yeah.
but everyone is, like, afraid to do it.
Oh, yeah. Those are the times, too, where, like, and that is, I've made this point to some folks, and I try to make it all the time, and I try to steal it, because I may be an atheist, but I think there's some excellent things you can steal from the Bible, and one thing is, when you start doing good for other people, someone's going to build a fucking cross and nail you to it. For one reason or another, but the minute you start helping people, someone's going to look to put you on top of a board. And that's just true.
We're both probably going to end up on boards, but...
Been there before.
It's what it is.
And I always get back up from it. I think that's why I'm such a fan of the myth of the resurrection. Because, like, goddamn, you nail that sumbitch. And he's like, oh, really? You thought you had me, huh? Psych. And then just, like, that's kind of an amazing thing. Of let them kill you. Because you're unkillable. Sure, your body falls apart. But, man, people are going to talk about you for a while. Maybe not forever. Time doesn't even last that long. But a while sure does. Hell, that fellow may not even exist. We're getting 2,000 years out of him.
I guess I never worry about it because whatever we need to do, you just have to do it.
Yeah.
And how long they're going to talk about it is kind of up to them.
Yeah. There's really this this pause in people too that they need to understand that like you can fail in transit. Like never wait to be ready, just be ready enough. Get going, get yourself enough pieces that you can get moving, and then have yourself some kind of a plan for like, all right, if we fuck up in the process, we can do this. But like know you're going to grow on the way. Know your plan is going to change as you learn new things. Learn that, like, if you try to stick to any kind of rigid process, like, all you will do is break yourself.
Which I have done.
Mm-hmm.
And you. I mean, we both try to do the you will do this, you will do that. Like,
yeah.
Stick to this, and it doesn't work like that. All the walls break down.
Yeah.
And it's just
And you can do it for a while. But, like, there is a thing to people. There is a thing to all living systems. There is a thing to all systems, living or otherwise, where they're going to have these patterns where they can be used for a certain amount of time and arrested for a certain amount of time. And there's a perfect kind of sweet spot mix for that. And, like, really throughout our life, too, that's going to change as we get more worn down or we learn more stuff. But, like, you really, it's not fixed. It's not every Thursday I turn into a new being. It's like I have to get my ass kicked a certain amount. And that's a really bizarre metric. Because that's not a day thing. It's not even a bruises thing.
Sometimes that's like years.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I know and I know you do too. The wounds that they took a year to build, they stick to your ribs the most.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's some that take forever. And
Yeah.
because they are ultimately, let's divide that day into the moments of when it is and when it isn't happening, and ultimately we can have a few grains of sand out of that whole fucking day where we go, okay, actually, there's only like 3 grains of sand out of that. But that's not gonna matter, because that's gonna taint that whole rest of the day. It's gonna taint the whole rest of that. It turns it into a season of that. Like, it becomes this new era, this new chapter, this new thing where, like, okay, sure, it doesn't, like, 4 minutes of it was me getting my ass kicked. But then, yes, the rest of the 23 hours and however many minutes was you dealing with the fact that you just got your ass kicked. Like, that's a lot of work, too.
Yeah, normally at the end of the day, like, when I'm talking to people and they're, like, trying to get me hyped up, I'm like, all right, everyone needs to go to bed. I'm like, we all need rest.
Stop hyping me up before bed.
I'm like, calm down. Everyone's fine.
That's
go
when
to
people
bed.
give their best Nick Nolte speeches, is right before bed. They're like, listen. You gotta listen. I'm listening. What the fuck else was I gonna do? I got a phone in my hand.
I mean, they were fucking going at it here in a minute. Like, motherfuckers are like about to tear each other apart.
I'm so glad I'm just visually impaired enough to kind of be out of the group text world. I mean, I'm kind of in a few, but not really. I just like interject with like paragraphs, like blind people, like, here's an update for me. And they're like, what the? All right, okay.
I mean, basically all I do is just threatening statements and bold standards.
I have job offers for places that don't exist yet, in universes we may never get to.
True story.
I'm like, listen, we're going to have a castle, and there's going to need to be an armorer. And they're like, what in the fuck are you talking about?
Yep. That's what I sound like. And they're like, we're going there? And I was like, yep, we're going there.
I'm like, but anyway, will you do it? And they're like, yeah, no.
They normally agree to it.
They're starting not to. The ones who realize we're serious, they're like, wait a minute.
They're
so,
like, wait, I'm going to be an armorer in that planet.
Because the other madness is, like, we've set out, like, we're like, okay, we're as fucked up as we are getting better. We are actively working on improving, and, like, every day is better than the previous. That's a true statement. But, man, oh man, we're still a mess. And then we're still like, also, we're going to start an empire real quick. And then we did. And, like, the things we set out to do were, like, I think some of what's causing people to kind of panic a little bit is we are hammered and, like, sloppy stoned and, like, oh, shit, dude, did I forget to email that guy all that money? And yet we're still just, like, oh, we're passing you, huh? Like, we're just hand over fist in this shit. And it's not to, like, brag or, like, it's just to prove, like, hey, kids, imagine if you weren't inebriated, molested, or otherwise impaired. You'd be fucking unstoppable if you just had a hint of our arrogance.
Fuck me, like, I'll crash into the fucking... I'll go right into the ground. You guys can do way better than me.
We were talking about that. Our skill these days is mostly in nosedive maneuvers. where we're just like, we're going down, we're going down, we're going down, we're going down. And then like 3 inches above the ground, we're like, and then just everyone with us is like, that's how I almost died, and I saw pictures of I was a baby, and you're like, yeah. We want to do that again? And they're like, no, God, no. And you're like, oh, I was going to make you a fucking staff officer.
I think that's what it's going to take, though.
Matthew. Don't you dare be silent like that.
There he is. He goes for the pocket rocket.
Come hang out. Nobody's watching. I don't think.
Nobody's watching.
Nobody.
Come hang out.
We only have like 17 live viewers typically. Not live. Oh, it's the best.
Do you like a burger or what?
Yes, I did. Thank you.
That's
The onion.
That's why they were so good, though. We snowballed a little bit, and then he spit on the burger. Yeah. I don't think anybody. I can go look. Or we can look on the phone. I should point out, I have shorts on. I'm just dressed like a fly girl, because it's fucking hot out. It's actually kind of nice out. Were you hiding that you smoke pot? Yeah, we're fine.
Nobody?
No.
You're going to be a bad influence with us.
Family friendly.
Oh, dude. We're well, we're
So
family. We're friendly enough for our family.
For the way out of my life.
All right, so, Matt.
What?
First time on?
Yeah, first time on camera. What's up?
It's way easier than you think if you don't care. If you start being like, "Oh, my hair," then it'll suck.
Yeah, I ain't got much hair.
But if you're like, "Oh, fucking,"
Neither do I. It's all right.
Yeah, no, you don't.
You gotta get closer to the mic.
No.
And we used to like, we'd have a schedule. I'm gonna pack it a little. Well, I'm gonna put more in. And we'd have a schedule and video clips and all kinds of fun shit. And then we've somehow evolved into this. Or like, this also works. Every couple of months, surprising people, and they're like, "Oh Jesus, they're alive."
What's the podcast called?
The Deployed from Detroit School of Leadership and Madness.
YouTube?
Mm-hmm. The channel is Deployed from Detroit. Ugh, my nose is all runny, and I'm out of fucking Kleenex already. Ooh, definition. I'm getting fucking weirdly in shape. I just turned 40 and I'm in the best shape of my life.
Yeah.
It's needless. I should have been this hot when I was way younger.
I feel like I'm in the worst shape of my life.
Well, you're so young though. You're what, 25 you said?
Yeah, but I ain't done nothing in a long time.
Still.
I was actually coming up here to tell Paul to come down here and wrap me up.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You want to
We can do that after though. That's
Oh, hell yeah.
I need to
that'd be
sober
the
up a little bit.
Have you seen
We're
these?
fighting demons downstairs.
His little babies?
Yes, give me one. Fuck yeah, I've seen those. You never seen them? You ain't never seen them?
They look like the smallest game of Edward 40 hands. I could palm that for sure.
You know what they make them for?
You got them gorilla mitts. For babies? For Mexican girls?
When they make drinks, like at restaurants and shit. The
Oh.
ones that they put, you know, like the little vodka bottles and shit that they put upside down in them. The ones they use beer, they make the little bottles for, and they'll put the beers upside down in your drink.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man, I don't drink enough. I used to just drink High Life.
And it's cool because, like, when it's upside down in your cup, like when it's full,
Mhm.
it's kind of like, you ever seen those, like, dog and cat feeders?
Yeah.
Where, like, as you eat it, it fills it back up. It's kind of like, it works like that. It's like as you drink it, it just lets it out.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, I've been, like, my move now is I don't do too much drinking up here. And not to, like, out intel myself, but when I'm in New Orleans, I'll drink there a bit, and I don't even like. I either get a High Life if I just want some like walking around fluids, and then if I'm feeling like drinking, I'll just tell the bartender. I'm like, surprise me, darling. And they have always blown my mind. One dude put flowers in my drink. It was so yummy. This like hibiscus-y, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
He was a doll face. But like, yeah, dude, I don't even ask what booze is called
What's
anymore.
up?
I'm like, just put it in me. Weeds?
Bro. Yes. Absolutely.
He's got the big bottle.
Yeah. That's why I get the bone first. No.
He was like, no, I want the bong first.
This is how we trade. This is good.
All right, where the fuck did I put the joint, though?
You get +1 to drinking.
I don't know.
There's the
That
little
one right there?
roachy in the bit.
No.
Did we have another?
Put one over here.
I should get a
Which one?
joint roller. That would be an investment for us.
Still got one of these.
Is my hairline off? I can't tell.
All right.
Do I look like Dwight Schrute's sister?
No.
I mean, we ought to. We really ought to. Let me see if it's by the desk.
Well, that's. I hoard everything upstairs.
Throw on your dog bed.
We're burning that thing.
They were cheap enough. We'll get more. I need to find a napkin or something real quick because I keep sniffling, and it's a gross sound.
We got one viewer.
Hey. Yeah, every now and again.
I'll wait till Paul gets back down here and tell him.
Oh. Yeah, we like to surprise our viewers these days. We used to be like, we're going to do it every Wednesday. And then we're like, we're going to do it every now and again on Wednesdays. And then we're like, Sundays are good. And then it just went haywire after that. That's really how most TV shows happen, though, too. Like, if your favorite TV shows start switching days, they're getting canceled, fellas.
Right.
If you're like, I thought that was on Thursdays. Like, well, if they ain't on Fridays, they're going away. Oh, no.
I think Paul got lost.
It's possible. It's a big house. I should put maps up. That'd be fun. I've thought about...
Every time he comes in, we're going to make him push the "You Are Here" button
like, doo.
to remind you. Yeah.
Or we'll get those, like, buttons for dogs where you step on it and it says stuff. And we're like, living room. Living room. Like, oh.
Yeah.
We thought about getting the buttons for Sam.
Yeah.
And then almost immediately we're like, no. She's, one, too smart. So right away, she'll just lie to us with it. Like, we're like, yeah, I did my homework.
Yeah.
Like, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, Sam, did you eat your food? She's like, uh-huh. Give me the treats. Like this bitch here. Clap on. Oh, yeah. Torch.
What are you doing? You alright?
Yeah, no, I can't find the fucking joint now.
Oh.
Oh.
Here's this. Meow.
All right. So, Matt,
Shout out to my wife, the only viewer.
is she viewing right
Yeah.
now?
Yay.
Love you.
Oh,
baby.
Lila.
Miss you. It's weird being the only chick adjacent thing here.
You ready for that again?
What?
This?
It's your turn. I'm 3 ahead of you. Oh yeah, I forgot to ask you, do you want this back?
No.
You got it for me?
I mean, you can have it.
Oh, well, I hope so, because it's almost out.
I have this one.
It's like 5% probably.
Did you get this one for me?
Those
Yeah,
ones.
remember you told me I have to give you my.
Did it just die as you? Is that it
When they hit
dying?
0, I hit them and then I give them to you.
Don't worry, I have this one after.
Oh yeah, yeah. Let me hit that.
Those ones. What are those ones called? I don't want to plug them.
I missed something.
I want to like shit talk the madness of them. They're called geek boxes. Is it? What are they called?
No, Geek Bar.
Geek bar.
The other ones are Raz's. R-A-Z.
And they have like enough technology to have launched the space shuttle to the fucking moon and back in the 70s.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, there's a whole ass computer system in there. They're like, yeah, just throw it in the dumpster when you're
Hey, you know
done.
what's crazy? In Arkansas, those are $23.
That's a geek bar.
There's 17 here in Michigan.
That it's insane. They light up.
That's
They've
fucking
got
stupid.
like it. I'm thinking
It actually has a motor to it.
they should put apps
You
in
can
them.
hear it. You can hear it like light up.
Yeah, but it's not always like great though, because sometimes like you'll buy them. You know that blue one I had, the blue mint one
Yeah.
that I just had. When I hit it, like I would hit it, and then when I quit hitting it, it would keep hitting for like 2 more seconds.
Oh, I've had
So
some shitty ones
Instead
do
of it
that.
lasting me like 4 or 5 days, it lasted me like 2.5.
Because the like draw fucking sensor on it gets gunky.
Cause you puff it like
My bad.
you puff it like Charlie and the Magic Dragon.
Yeah, it don't do nothing to me. I just like the flavor.
Yeah,
That's
me
what I
too.
say about weed. Don't do nothing to me.
I do. I love the flavor.
I love the nicotine.
Mm-hmm. Apparently that's my thing.
I think I smoked too much to even realize what nicotine is.
Quit, you'll find out.
That's, it's also valid points.
I blame that on my grandma.
I could probably
She
blame
got me started smoking.
both my grandmas did.
I can hit any vape though. My brother's got me started on vaping on a fucking burnt vape.
So how did you get up here?
What do you mean?
He took the stairs.
How did you get up here?
Up here?
Yeah, to Michigan.
Yeah, I took the stairs. Oh, well.
All right, puta.
Chicha.
Chicha.
Chicha. Hola,
I
chicha.
called a real good friend of mine. Actually, a real good friend of mine called me. Asked me what I was doing, where I was at. And, I didn't know, really. So, that real good friend of mine bought me a plane ticket and said, get your ass to Michigan. And my ass got to Michigan. Long story short.
Now he's fucking here.
Hell yeah.
All right, Jen.
And then, like, immediately, people were like, I'm quitting my job, I'm firing my wife, which, like, it was going crazy. People
Yeah.
were just, like,
Yeah.
changing
Not
lives.
gonna name drop, but yeah. Yeah. Someone definitely said, what? Matt's here?
Party.
Fuck my wife.
Done with my wife, yep. Fuck my job, I'm gonna get a new one.
Like, yeah, I'll just do a new thing. What are you... People immediately, like, believing in themselves, forgetting, they're like...
And then they woke up.
There was a little bit of the hangover for some
It's like,
folks.
okay, maybe it's not that serious.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Baby, 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 I'm so sorry. I love you.
I mean, it's there. It's just you have to continue to push for it.
I'm glad though, really. I felt bad for a long time.
How do you feel now?
Great. I mean, I miss the shit out of my kids, but I feel good. Personally.
I can't imagine.
Like, other than like missing my family, I feel great.
Hell yeah.
Personally.
Being without my kids is probably one of the hardest things I do.
I get homesick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad. Like even when I was in the Marine Corps.
I
still got
want to go to
homesick all the
Arkansas
time.
with you. Like,
You do?
fuck yeah.
Are we starting? When
I
are we
mean,
starting?
like-
Let me look at the calendar real quick.
I remember when I was in the desert. I was in Arizona, so let's be serious. I was in the
It was Yuma, right?
I was in Phoenix. Well, I was in Tucson, then Phoenix, and then because I was in the whole Arizona sector, I had to go like Douglas to Yuma,
Alright, no way.
and
It's not gonna work.
and then over in Kyrgyzstan, it was a lot of like low kind of birchy trees. It's a very high altitude. The mountains were gorgeous, but I missed dense, swampy pine, oak, elder. I missed Michigan swamps in particular.
What is it like down in Arkansas? Like, what's the vegetation like? Like, what do you
Close your
look at?
eyes. There's Arkansas.
Oh, fuck, it's dark. Oh, my God.
Hey, no shit. Me and my brothers timed it one time. If you drive, like, once you hit the city limits of my city, if you drive, like, exactly this, almost exactly, it's impossible to drive exactly the speed limit. I mean, I guess if you have cruising control, you can, but as close as you can to the speed limit the whole time, you'll drive through our entire city limits in, like, 42 seconds.
Holy shit. They have the balls to call that a
my
city?
sex life.
I love it. We gotta help them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I got a plan for that. We're gonna start making battle
Build my
plans.
first business there if I ever start a business.
Down in Arkansas?
Hell yeah.
Might as well.
What is it gonna be?
Something that's not McDonald's, Sonic, or Mexican.
Hell yeah. We're teaching you all.
If I do something other than that, I'll be a fucking millionaire.
We'll send you home as a chef. We can do that. We can be down there
I feel
cooking your
sorry
ass
for
off.
McDonald's, Sonic, and Mexican because I'm probably gonna shut them down. But
True story.
fuck it,
Fuck them.
I'll give them a settlement.
What are they gonna do? If they were smart, they'd compete.
No, I'm just kidding.
You're not though.
Cause then you
I
get
am because I wouldn't give them shit.
what was is Whataburger out of Waco? Whataburger's a regional.
Whataburger
thing.
is down. That's Southwest.
Because I think the near.
No, yeah, it is. It's
Yeah.
out of Texas. I
'Cause-
don't know if it's Waco or not.
Oh, okay.
I can't confirm that. But
Because I know the
It's out of
nearest
Texas,
one to
I'm pretty
us
sure.
is in Alabama.
hey Siri,
Mm-hmm.
where is Whataburger based out of? San Antonio.
Fuck yeah. Okay.
I knew
Of course it is.
Man, San
wanna move there.
Antonio
Texas.
Oh, I like
sucks.
Texas.
It's fine.
That's probably my favorite state, honestly.
If you like Texas, I'm sure San Antonio's fine.
Other than Arkansas, but there ain't shit.
But I was in the Air Force, so I hate San Antonio. I'm sure they're lovely.
Arkansas
But
Yeah, Arkansas looked like it was
Not
hurting
really.
when we looked it up on the map.
yeah,
There
there's a lot.
was nothing there.
like holy shit.
It's probably like the best, like, stand up for what you believe in people, though, that you're gonna find.
I bet.
Yeah.
No doubt.
I like the small town, like get down and have a good time together.
For sure, but I believe there should be like something like entertainment wise.
Yeah. Oh god, yeah.
Like we have a movie theater. That's good.
You have women too, but I'm sorry.
Hey,
I'm
now.
sorry, Jack.
We have crackheads too.
Yeah. Well, the thing, like, every
That's
economy,
the other half of the population.
you need to have, like, the industrial sector, but you need to have the art sector. You need to let your hippies do a thing. You need to let, like, if your small town is like, all we do is wear flannel and fucking buy this one truck, then, like, no one's going to make any money. Because not everybody can make all that much flannel and that many trucks. So, like, we need you to have other jobs. So, like, let them make pottery and let them, and then bring in tourists, and then they try your restaurant. You're on Arts Beats, or what's it, Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, and
Arkansas is just
the whole thing.
It's just big land.
dude,
It's just a bunch of land.
you know how many, like, hunting
It's fucking
tours?
farmers.
You could do so much hunting down there.
Yeah.
Because there's so much fucking land you could secure yourself, and then just do, like, hunting parties, and,
Yeah, you
like,
can hunt on so much private property. It's unreal.
oh, dude. And then just fucking cater that out and, like, have campers or whatever and just charge people you like less and people you don't more. And
Right.
fucking even Steven. That's my business plan. If I like you, it's free. And that you can pay me if you want to. And if I don't like you, you pay me the professional rate.
Right.
And that's like, that's what I do. It works for me pretty fucking well. Because luckily I love everybody, but I don't like everybody.
It's hard to like everyone.
So I
right
can still
now.
charge some
I'm
people.
sorry, but like, I try to
It's
like.
hard.
I try to
It
like
is.
everyone, but I go out for 1 fucking minute and I'm like, never mind. I don't like everyone. I'm gonna go right back to the fucking house.
Oh, even
If you've
as
never drove in the city of Detroit, you do not understand. I promise.
It's a combat sport.
Yes.
We have done the combat sport many times.
You're looking at people and you're like, are you fucking kidding me? Do you forget that other people own guns?
Only
What kind
in
of
Detroit, you see people stop at green lights.
Well, they're high as
Only
fuck.
in Detroit.
Right where the light turns green and everyone's
I've
like,
been a lot of places.
everyone's like this.
What are you doing? Go, go,
Hey,
go.
fucking move, bitch! Like,
Shit. I think my phone was vibrating.
I'm gonna take my goddamn earrings out. Fuck you up here.
oh fuck.
Hello?
It's okay. Do you want to hear me? I thought you was going to sleep.
Oh, do they not want to hear me?
Okay. Love you too. Bye.
Yeah.
Well, we're all gonna die.
We're
here
back.
very soon.
No, we're not.
We're immortal.
We of all people are not going to die.
That's the unfortunate thing, dude.
You're right.
You know what it's going to take right now for us to die?
We've tried so many times.
Probably
to
a
die.
Yes.
fucking army. Yeah.
We've all tried to kill each other.
Shit.
Probably.
True
little
story.
bit.
Yeah, no.
And don't even know it. Probably on accident. I've cooked dinner the last 4 nights. I'm sure I fucked it up once.
I tried to kill Jenny like yesterday. She woke me up. I
Oh my
fucking threw the
God.
fucking headset like.
Whew, I knew, like,
I got a notice.
since I was 4 years old, I've known not to wake up Marines, but I was like, oh God, he told me to get him for this one. I was like, conundrum.
We needed the weed, so
What? We don't do that. We're family friendly.
What? Marijuana is totally fucking legal up here.
But we're family friendly.
Oh yeah, we let our family smoke pot too. I mean,
We've got 2 viewers. I'm pretty sure they're from Arkansas.
oh yeah. Hey, Loretta. Well, they're from Arkansas. I might be there first. What up? I'm a
Do I
fella.
need to get my violin? Do I need to start playing the fiddle for him?
Yep.
I'm the only one who actually likes bluegrass.
I
don't
can
even
get some.
think people
I
down
can get
there
some
like it
fucking
anymore.
spoons if you want me
What?
to do that shit.
Everybody in Arkansas does.
That's gonna be my in.
That's like 80% of our playlist, probably.
Anybody who's like, I don't like that weird demon tranny, I'm like, they like bluegrass. Like, well,
The other
Fair
20s,
enough.
rap. That
rap.
doesn't even exist in Arkansas, probably.
I could do rap and bluegrass. Oh yeah, on the Air Force Base at Little Rock, I had a buddy of mine. He was stationed at the base at Little Rock. He was there's an Air Force base there, and he's like, dude, that place is fucking crazy. And I was like, yeah. And he's like,
What
okay,
place?
Little Rock. He went to. He
Not
went.
really.
Well,
I mean, compared to other cities in Arkansas, yeah, but Palm Bluff's the worst.
well, compared to other places in the country, because like what was blowing his mind is it was Martin Luther King Day, and he's at Walmart, and there's a guy out there in a Robert E. Lee outfit,
Oh, God.
and they're like, yeah, it's actually Robert E. Lee Day here in Arkansas, and like him and his black bud were running in like real
I didn't
quick.
even know that existed.
Yeah, at least there.
Robert E. Lee Day?
Might have just been that one Walmart, maybe I don't
That's
know.
not, there's
but
no way
like,
that's a fucking real
dude,
thing.
I hope to high hell that's what it
You
was.
wanna-
Was just
you wanna
there.
Google that shit right now?
Find it.
Hey, Siri.
Uh-huh.
Does Robert E. Lee Day exist?
Robert E. Lee was a Confederate general during the American Civil War. He was born in 1807 and
Siri,
died in
you're a dumb bitch.
1870.
Alright, I'm gonna, for personal reasons, I'm gonna confirm that it's not a thing.
Yeah. Well, because he never had it. See, there we go. You would have had it in class then,
Oh.
dude. Or it could have been. Oh my God, if they had this thing like before you were born, that'd be even funnier. If my buddy's just that old, I'm like, oh, you're kind of outing yourself as old more than them as Turns out they're pretty cool now. I hear their music. Half a country is always just black music, and like, fucking the like trap music shit they're doing now. I'm like, you kids, stop pretending nobody likes each other. All y'all like each other. Y'all make the best goddamn music. Everybody loves each other.
Paul?
Just stop pretending they don't listen to each other. Because I know for sure, listening to some of these new country guys, I'm like, bitch, you got that from Public Enemy. Like, you can hear stuff where you're like, oh, they have definite, like, good, as they should.
I like Morgan Wallen. I do. I do.
We like pronouncing his name
sorry.
like that, too.
I like Morgan Wallen.
Yeah.
And Red Farron. I like both of them. I'm sorry. I'm not going to...
Hey, you know what's crazy?
We ain't going to pronounce
He
it.
didn't even write for him.
No shit.
He did not write for Morgan Wallen.
Red Farron.
No, he didn't.
He did not.
We
He
need
just
fact
lied.
checkers.
Morgan Wallen.
Dear viewers,
No, he wrote for Chris
in the
Stapleton,
chat. Oh, okay. Oh, Chris Stapleton kind of fucking rules.
Which is, bigger than Morgan Wallen probably, but...
Stapleton I heard of and I liked.
He didn't write for him at all?
No, he wrote for Chris Stapleton. Red Farron.
Who
Wrote
was-
for Chris Stapleton.
Who was that
bitch.
one
Hey,
guy?
Siri,
Who had that line? Oh.
who did Red Farron used to write for?
Okay, I found this on the web for who did Red Farron used to write for. Check it out.
Yeah, this is a whole list of people.
Hell yeah.
Oh, it ain't just one.
No, he was a songwriter.
For a bunch of people. Apparently. That's what it said.
Well, a lot of times in the country circles, like, writers end up writing for everybody. Just because, weirdly, there aren't... I shouldn't say there aren't as many writers, but, like, the crossover between, like, writer and singer isn't as, like... It always kind of confused me. I was like, you don't write your own shit? And I'm like, no, we have all these guys.
That's right, isn't it?
No.
I know he wrote a song for Morgan Wallen.
He probably has, honestly. It had a bunch of names on it,
Yeah.
but it's not even showing it now. It's just showing how he got famous. It's not showing who he used to write for.
I don't know who he fucking dated, but he dated some fucking Broadway chick.
Yeah, he's wrote some holy shit.
He wrote all the songs about that bitch.
He wrote songs for a bunch of people. There's an alphabet of artist names that he wrote songs for.
Who had that one bit where he said, I stopped listening to country after George Jones died? I like that guy, because that's when I stopped listening to country. I love him. I heard Randy Travis is all fucked up. That's sad.
Oh shit.
He probably set me on fire. No, he's probably lovely. I don't know. I'm being judgmental. What is our comments? What is this?
We have to have the microphone closer.
Are they only hearing my half and it's crazy?
Special request.
They can hear you, not us.
So it's just full madness. Word.
It's, yeah.
Well, here, what if I do that?
No, not yours.
I'll just push mine away,
Ours.
and then that's like yours is closer.
Ours is, we gotta basically swallow ours like,
Here,
Is this good enough? Am I getting it? Is
Alright. Yeah. Do the ASMR thing.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Wrecked him. Damn near killed him. This is the best show on television.
Excuse me.
Alright, so we just
Why
have
does that shit keep moving? What is that?
That's a microphone.
I can't with you.
What is that though? Why is it moving?
It's a volume control.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. If you see, like, here's me talking. I go into the
I
yellow.
just want to keep fucking looking over my shoulder. I think something's coming for me.
See, like, I max out kind of into the yellow there. And then you guys max out kind of in the mid-low green. Or that's me maxing out in the mid. Anyway. Drugs are bad, okay?
Alright.
It's like drugs are great.
Jen, you shouldn't have brought him up near me.
What?
What?
What? That was
Give
your
me that.
idea.
Give me that.
We heard at the
Let me hold
beginning.
it for you.
He's bad.
Excuse me again.
I'm just doing that old smoker laughing at the mic.
Damn, you need a hand too? I thought holding your beer was enough. Fucking shit.
Oh, fuck, I hate you so
Dude,
much.
I even moved the pillow for you.
I just wanted my joint. I can't find it.
Oh, well.
Here, sip on this and think about it. Think about the last place you had it.
Oh!
Oh.
Fuck.
Lost the guy.
Did I used to get told that as a kid, and it used to piss me off because I was like, if I could fucking think of the last place I had it, I wouldn't have lost it. That's the problem. I can't think of the last place I had it.
Yeah, the pocket racket.
I may have to put that on the charger
Uh,
momentarily.
yeah, so I had a sergeant major walk into the office one day.
Oh, that's lovely.
Thank you.
Mine sucked ass.
He walked in. He was talking to my boss behind me. I knew the fucking answer. I spoke up, and he was like, "Stay in your fucking pay grade." I was like, "Oh, this bitch." Oh, that one hurts. By the way.
Are we doing back drills?
Like a moron.
Can,
Am I
can,
being heard?
what's back
Should I
drills?
be heard?
Downstairs, back drills.
Oh,
Bag
two?
drill. It's where you,
It's
what
one.
time?
you go all the way down so that you hit him in the bag. Just kidding.
Nothing like we did last time. I want to focus more on like fundamentals. You know what I mean?
Like reading,
Reading, getting my
arithmetic.
shit together, because I'm all over the place.
We can go do that now.
You gotta do some
No.
fluidy,
I can.
herky jerky.
I can probably ETA
Capoeira.
too.
Roger. Minutes or PM, AM?
He
What?
said, yeah.
PM. I can definitely do it. We can do
It's
it 2 p.m.
AM. 2 a.m.
You want to do it every 12 hours?
Fuck.
Every 12 hours we'll do something? Bag drills?
That's
Oh, I
probably a
probably
good
would.
idea.
Did you?
Nice.
That ain't much of one.
It's enough of one.
No, it ain't. You're going to have to butt chug it to do that song.
I'll butt chug that bitch right down to the fucking, right down to the filter.
I got some friends that'll like you.
I got some new friends who might, yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I don't know that I like this angle.
Yeah. We're
I have to
many
adjust
viewers
my
we got?
hairline.
Where does it say it at?
Oh, now I like it.
oh.
Oh.
On YouTube.
Wherever. Where are we at?
On YouTube.
Detroit. I know we're in Detroit, but where are we at online?
Alright.
Okay, on YouTube, and that's probably where our viewers are at.
Give me a second.
It is Pride Month. I will
0.
get it.
Wait,
That's
hold
me
on.
being also proud.
Hold on.
Proud. Whatever the word is. I'm a feller sometimes. No, I'm starting to look pretty like
Oh, there's one. One
clean
on
all
right
the
now.
time, which is pretty cool, I guess. So I don't get killed in a truck stop.
Just one?
Probably your wife.
Well, I know that. We had two.
Probably.
Surely we didn't have
Oh,
one.
it's because I took my wig off. And they're like,
is
I'm getting the fuck out of
Definitely
here.
compiling your death right now.
Yeah, for sure. She's plotting it. That's all right. She's probably been plotting it for 4.5 years.
We gotta get you life insurance before
She
you do
has
it.
not succeeded, though.
You ain't gonna get me.
I promise you, as soon as you get like some assets, she's gonna fucking swap you immediately. She's gonna put a sword right through your fucking torso.
Probably. A couple.
Reasonably so, by the way.
But it'll be part of a magic trick. You're like, what? Yeah.
She's like, hey, did you
She's
guys,
gonna be messing around with
she's
one,
like,
and
did
she's
you guys
gonna
see
be
this? Wap, wap.
like, she's gonna be messing around with one, and she's gonna be like, "No, I'm just kidding.
She's
I don't
got
have
mine.
three yet."
Oh, that went right through your heart. I didn't know what happened. My bad.
That was an accident. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we don't nail that one to the wall either. You can just take that fucker down and poke him with it. I play with it all the time. What are you gonna do with a sword if you're not gonna play with it?
I
Just
love how
look
he's
at
in
it.
meditation mode.
Like a fucking asshole.
Alright, put my legs down in a minute, or my knees will lock up.
He does the crisscross applesauce. I love it.
Dude, that was such a funny thing. I came into too late in life. Was the coming out thing. Because my knees are so bad. Sorry, fellas. I can't do anything.
I done gave you a burger. You didn't even finish it.
I'm sorry. You shouldn't put us in the room together.
No, you shouldn't.
Oh no, I'm just saying awful things.
It's like
on
lighting a
this side.
cigarette at the gas pump.
I've
Yes.
done that.
Or multiple cigarettes, probably.
I'd always do it in uniform though, so nobody would question it.
I poured gas on the ground before I lit the cigarette, and I was like, I know this is gonna start a fire.
Which is it? Kerosene doesn't do that. You can throw cigarette butts into kerosene, and it's pretty.
Diesel will do that.
Yeah.
You could throw it right in diesel fuel.
We had a guy
Take
in my
a
unit
lit
do that.
cigarette. I had
Scare
a
the
dude
fuck
do
out
it
of
right in
somebody.
front of me. He was like,
Check
and
this
threw
out.
it in the fucking can, and I was like, I was about to book it, and he was like, nah, we're good, dog.
You see that arc, and you're like, this is how we die. And then-
Oh, you throw
No
it
shit.
right in a fucking 5-gallon can of diesel? What the fuck?
Like, it has to be atomized first. Like, all right,
Yeah.
science dick.
I was like, thank you guys for teaching me that lesson. I only shit my britches twice.
Better than 3 times.
True story.
I know.
I've only done it once consecutively.
I only got close
Oh.
twice to actually shitting in my pants.
The first time I done it, there's way too many witnesses.
Me
Way too many.
Yeah, me too.
One time, Mike Daly shit in Ben's pants, but he borrowed them. He was wearing them.
You want me to tell you the story the first time I did it when Jen's done? Go ahead. No, go
Oh,
ahead.
Well, we were in the field doing some training shit, and Mike Daly was this old dude. He was Vietnam Marine. He was a bad motherfucker, and he ended up with a guard just because like his nightmares wouldn't go away unless he had stripes on. And like he just did it like as a soothing technique. He needed to yell at people every now and again, and so he was in the Air Force, and he fucking rocked. He was so great at what he did, but he was just hilarious and old and just letting it happen to him. And he was wearing a pair of Ben Mason's long johns because it was cold as shit up there, and we're all in the chem gear and we're at the whole thing. And then we get out of there and it's the end of the day and we're all peeling down, and then he's like, Ben, I think I shit your pants, dude. It was like something along those lines. And he's like, oh. And he's like, yep, I thought I farted. I did not.
Sharded. That's what that's called.
That was the same trip I puked in my mask.
I've done that plenty of times upstairs. So,
Oh, that's why we're getting rid of the dog bed.
no, we're getting rid of that bitch. We're burning that motherfucker.
What was that?
That was a
We
bait.
can wash
Okay.
it,
Well, it wasn't a big-
but
That's wasting money.
there's actually a 12th century religious
waste
doctrine
those.
on that.
Sorry, I drunk half of it.
You say there was how much time wasted on that?
What?
The
No.
bed?
Oh, I said there's a 12th century religious doctrine about that. It has to be disposed of in a certain way, otherwise demons get loose.
Yeah, we gotta burn it. It's going on a pyre in the backyard. It'll be right here.
I gotta get some cloves, some sage. It's a whole thing. Gotta find a goat. Actually, they have those
we
at
have
Costco.
another bed, which is good. All right, I just have to clear the laundry off. We're good.
Y'all want me to tell my story?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Alright,
Oh,
so
as fuck.
we was at my fucking girlfriend's dad's, and
Oh.
we was having this big cookout, right? No, listen. So we was having this big cookout, and he cooked. We was having a shrimp boil. No, crawfish. Cooked a bunch of crawfish.
Or just baby
taters,
lobsters.
Corn, Brussels sprouts,
Big
sausage,
stock pot.
everything.
Okay.
Yeah,
One of them-
everything. Probably like 40 pounds of food. There's a bunch of people there.
I got you.
Hell yeah.
So I'm, being the fat ass I am, over there shoving my damn face. I took my brothers and my cousin with me. Shout out them. And me and my wife was sitting on the tailgate, and I thought I had to fart.
I
you-
forgot that's where we were.
So I do the lean over, and go to, you just, kind of be sneaky about it and let it out.
Woo!
Yeah.
Revenge
No
of the
fart
Crawdad.
to it, dude. As soon as I go to release, I can feel it at my underwear line, and I'm like, "You are fucking kidding me! There's no way." I just sat back like this, and I'm looking around at every single person that's there at this cookout, and I'm like, how the fuck am I gonna explain this? After sitting there for about 2 minutes, bro, marinating in my own fecal matter, I'm like, all right, I gotta tell somebody. So I tell my wife, I'm like, hey,
Hey babe, kill me.
yeah. I'm like, babe, this is gonna sound stupid as fuck, and I hope you still love me afterwards. But I thought I had to fart, and I just shit my pants, literally.
And I was wildly mistaken.
And she just looks like, she goes like this. Look, she goes like this. She goes. It just looks straight up at the sky, and I'm like, yeah, I'm fucked. I've ruined all hopes of getting away with this. So I'm like, all right, I got to tell somebody else that's close to me, So I call my brother and my cousin over there, and I'm like, hey. And they're like, what? And I'm like, y'all ain't gonna believe this, and no one knows, so don't make it a big deal, please.
But luckily,
But I thought I had to fart, and I'm pretty sure I shit my pants. And they're like, what?
Are you
No, you,
positive?
shut up. No, you didn't. And I'm like, dude, I can feel it at my underwear line. These 3 motherfuckers go walking off to the neighbor's property and stand behind their vehicle and fucking start dying laughing. Which, much respect for them. They didn't make it a big fucking scene.
That is kind of.
So I have respect for that.
That is adorable. They're like, real quick.
So my wife, I'm like, all right, I gotta do some hood shit now. I'm like, all right. I look back at my wife and I'm like, don't make it a big deal. Call your dad over here. Explain the situation to him.
And get all the kids off the slip and
And
slide.
tell him I need a pair of his underwear. I was like, my shorts are good. My shorts are fine. I just need a pair of underwear.
Ask your girl's dad.
Yes, I know.
I need a pair of your
Dude,
underwear.
I swear this is a true story.
You're like boxers.
And they
though.
go over, she calls her dad over.
Not briefs.
something
alright?
with
Her
a
dad
bigger
leans
dick.
in close. She starts telling him the story, and then her dad stands up and he just looks at me and goes, and starts fucking laughing. I'm like, yeah, you definitely didn't get the idea of keeping it low key.
He's a good chili, huh?
I end up going in, showering. Her dad gives me some new shorts and underwear, and I shower, get it all out.
Oh shit! Matt,
Get it all
Matt.
out.
what the fuck, man?
It happens.
It's alright.
Yup.
Alright, so my
I have an aunt that shit her times like 40 times.
She's gonna kill herself. That
So
poor
I'm
girl.
not embarrassed at all. I'm not gonna say her name, but
I go off. I
She
go
a
off
drinker?
This fucking.
used to be.
I
There
go
we
off
go.
this 10-mile run. I'm out there. This is in Chicago, so I'm on a trail in Chicago, running out 5 miles. I get to mile 4 and like I slowed down for a minute, and like my stomach was like, we have a problem. And I was like, well, yeah, we have fucking 6 more miles to go. So
Yeah.
I keep running, and I get to mile 5, and like we're like I stopped to turn around, and like my stomach was like, okay, so we're not waiting anymore, it's right now. And I was like, no, there's no Porta John around here, there's nothing. I'm on like a public trail, so I'm like doing a dance, like looking around for shit.
Like a
and,
dog doing the circle.
I'm like, where are? And I see this pavilion like over in a certain direction. I go to like take a step, and it was like, nope, right now. And I was like, oh shit. And I like did circles, and I just ripped my shorts out, and I was like. Right there in the
I wish
fucking.
you'd have fucking been on camera for that. Oh.
So
I gotta
here
fix
I
that
am on this
microphone.
public fucking trail. I'm like on the side of this fucking thing. Like the whole fucking thing is coming out. Like everything is coming out.
Oh my god.
So I'm like down here like this, and I look over to the left, and here.
He looks to the
this
left. It's getting serious.
This biker comes up.
Oh, it's a biker approaching. Deep breath.
Oh.
That's the end of the story, folks.
Let me fix that mic real quick. Let me adjust this. There's a little bouncy thing.
What?
This is here. I'm making noise. Sorry, gang.
It's been tickling my chin. I'm just kidding.
Oh god, I make so much racket with these.
His beard looks good.
Mine?
Yeah, it does.
Does it?
I mean, mine looks better, but
I wouldn't say it's professionally done, but
With my leg.
it's done.
I wouldn't say mine's professionally done either.
When you shaved that one day, it took me a few times to like remember that was you. Popped in, I'm like, whoa, fuck, oh yeah, that's right,
Yeah, if I look like a naked mole rat.
dude. I was like, Jesus Christ.
I fucking hate both of you.
I look like Paul if he shaved both of his eyebrows. What's up, brother?
Well, he came up here with this like Stonewall Jackson
I love
beard,
that kid.
and then he popped in and he looked like a 1950s ice cream man or something. I was like, holy Christ. His ears are big now. Like, all the proportions are confusing me. It's not you, it's me. But like,
No, my ears are bigger regardless. I get fucking FM radio on these motherfuckers.
I get pretty good signal on these. I mean, kind of. One ear is definitely deaf.
If I get those McCoy ears, I swear to Christ, I'm getting plastic surgery.
I got so big ears. I'm like, everybody's like, oh no, shit, no one's got service. I'm like, hold on, I can call. They're like, how the fuck can you call? I'm like, as soon as my phone touches my ear, it'll work. It's like an activation key.
You just push your earlobe.
Yeah.
You're like, I got
Make sure we're still on.
I got him on dial right here.
You're like, hopefully it's MK Ultra.
You know I can do this?
Yeah.
Man, I grew up with this kid who had this story that his family was involved in MK Ultra, and I won't go too much further on it. Because then all of us, you grow up hearing that shit, and back then you're like, whatever. And then the fucking paper gets released that it's true, and you're like, alright. What? That poor baby, we were like, at no point did I be like, you're fucking lying to me, but I was like, whatever whatever the full truth on this is wild. But I just took it at face value, because I was like, this is what he thinks happened. And every other, the whole thing stitches together. At no point did I think he was crazy for telling me the story. It just didn't match with, people saying it was an author, it was an actual thing. I don't know why I was thinking about that kid, but I've been thinking about him lately, where I'm like, Jesus Christ, that kid's like an unfortunate superhero in such a way, because he is brilliant, and he is kind, and he is sweet, and he's fragile in such interesting little ways, but god damn it, dude. It's so not fair how we got there.
I do think believing in shit has a long way to go of what actually comes into reality. The more you believe in it, the more it will happen.
Well, there gets to be a thing too. I was looking at something, I can't remember where it was, but it was something about where this thing called schmess or schmess. It's a hypothetical sort of game theory that just describes basically all kind of game theories where two people are attacking one another, and then
I'm listening. I'm zoned in.
the other side sort of just starts to agree to a rule, and that's basically how all games work. Is these intellectual back and forths where you go, okay, this is out of bounds, that's in bounds. None of the rules to baseball make any fucking sense outside of baseball.
They don't.
None of the rules of football make sense outside of football.
The
There's
art
very
of
little
hitting
intuitive.
a fucking baseball at 100 miles an hour is
Dude.
scientifically impossible.
I
don't know what it is about instincts, but it's
I saw something that suggests time travel actually
think the
occurs
hardest
when someone
sport,
hits
probably-
a baseball. Hit it.
I think the hardest sport is probably golf.
Really? And you're Mr.
It's a mind
fucking...
game.
Oh, because it's just super long pool.
Yeah, I mean, you're hitting a fucking ball 300 yards.
but you have
A
to,
little bitty ball with a
it's-
fucking club.
it's not just pool. It's pool with
Wind.
9 sticks. You have fucking different measurements
Yeah. And the landing surface too, I guess, changes because that's. Yeah. I remember I used to play the Microsoft golfing game at my grandma's house all the time. And they're like, "You're in the rough," and I guess that was bad.
That's what my sister was going to play the
Yeah,
other
you'll
night.
be a fucking world star on PGA Tour
Do you hear me?
online, and then you go play in real life, and you're like, what the fuck?
Do you hear me?
This is not the same shit. What? Yes. Something about your sister.
That's what she was going to play the other night.
Golf?
At 9 o'clock at night.
Were they gonna go to the driving range or something?
I
That
don't.
shit's hard in the daylight.
I don't. I didn't even question it. I was like, "Go have a
What?
good night."
I think there's a driving range, one of them 2-story deals out somewhere that way.
So it's Ford
Dang.
Street, right?
Ford Road.
Top golf, son.
But yeah.
I've called it Ford Ave, Ford Street.
Ford Road, Ford Drive, Ford Avenue.
It's some Ford.
Yeah.
Ford Parkway.
It's the Ford fucking big fucking highway.
Yeah.
Ford
Yeah. Ford Road is the West Side's Woodward.
Yeah,
Kinda.
I don't know where they were going for that. but-
Maybe. It's a vein out there. It runs.
well, they were having, they were going that way.
Because, when my mom was coming up in Garden City and that, Ford Road is kind of it's like a big artery for entertainment and stuff. It's where, back in the day,
Okay.
you'd find shit to do on that road. You probably could still now, too, I think.
No, it's a busy ass fuck. It's 4 lanes.
Yeah.
The accident took up all 4 fucking lanes. They closed the fucking road off.
When? Oh, okay. Yeah, your sister's actually.
Where was this at? Ford and what? I'm sure I could look in the newspaper if it was that
Damn.
fucking wild.
4 lanes?
4 lanes.
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit.
Road flares and everything.
And nobody was hurt.
I for sure thought she was dead.
And nobody was hurt.
For sure thought she was dead.
You
But
never
nobody
see
was hurt.
road
Nobody was
flares
hurt.
on
That's
the
crazy.
road.
Just one lady is gonna sue the one dude who was driving. That's it.
yeah. Get some.
And
Gotta love it.
I'm pretty sure she was
Gotta
one
love Karens.
who stopped in the middle of the road and caused the whole thing. I'm pretty sure she's the one who said that. I didn't.
She was.
I didn't stick around. I didn't
This
stick around to
bitch.
hear it. I didn't want to hear anyone's story.
We'll whoop everyone's ass involved. I do like that the AI that we've been training has described some of our intentions as it thinks we should develop a kind shogunate. This is the word. It's like you really should just start fucking with bullies, and we're like, okay, and we're just our AI is nice. It's fairly altruistic. It has no need to like
We're gonna
point
hit
us
it
in
soon.
too many shitty ways. But like even sort of
Not
objective nonsense machines are like, yeah, fuck those guys, and so we're like, okay, fuck it.
Do you know what shogunates are?
Huh?
Yeah.
Is that food?
No,
It's not.
That's what it sounds like.
it was.
Yeah, I mean, it could be. I mean, you can name a dish after that.
What is it?
So in feudal Japan, there was the emperor, and the emperor was in charge of everything.
Is this what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then after a while, the emperor's warlords were kind of running everything, and they were in
Okay.
charge of shit. And then after a while, they became like the chief warlord because they were all fighting each other, and it became such a fucking mess. The emperor couldn't even keep track of nothing, and so the shogunate became the martial leadership of the country. They were like the sheriffs. And the emperor did the admin shit. They make sure taxes do what they got to do and blah, blah, blah. And then the shogunate. Now, at times it got a little bit crazy. At times it got a little bit more mundane. Like every human experiment has opportunity to be like perfect. And you go, this is what it should be. And then other times you're like, they're just cutting guys' heads off. This is crazy. We need to stop. And that happens a lot in human history. Just heads off all the time. But the shogunate was warriors who held everybody to the standard they said they were going to fucking hold themselves to. And I think that's what we want to do.
Interesting.
Is people who are like, oh, we're going to take care of each other. We're like, Roger. Don't you...
We're trying to do it.
Well, and that's what we've been... I think, you know, the folks who worry about us more so because they're realizing, too, like, they made a mistake telling us their dreams because we will ensure they execute them. And they know that's going to be a lot of work. But we're coming for you, bitch. That was a good idea. I'm going to make you do it.
Yeah.
All right, you ready to go put those up then?
I'm about to go get ready.
All right.
Y'all can wrap it up or whatever.
Nope.
We shall.
We're good.
Shout
Love
out
you
to
guys.
everyone watching. Love y'all. Thank you.
Oh, my legs. They're great now.
I'm going music tonight.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it, huh?
Trying to get in it. Yeah. Well, yeah, I'll use your headset if you don't care.